Alright, here we go with some more Madcap Moon. This one's a keeper. Not the world's best hand, I would say. We certainly need another land, but it's pretty good, all things considered. Maybe not against that deck, though. Uh-oh. This hand got worse. Could be good. Well, I think it is safe to say that there's going to be some remanding that needs to happen here. I mean, if we could just hit some land drops and have the problem is he's just going to have turn 3 Tron and probably not do anything on this turn, but pass and use that. Yep. Yeah, let's bolt him. Need to hit some lands here. We did not do that. Yeah, that's the problem here. We need to. I mean, the remand plan is good, and the Madcap experiment plan is good, and we actually do have I think, a path to victory, but it's not looking great. Tower? Oh, he just had he just had it all. Had it all at all points. I see. We'll see if we can find a land. Another lightning bolt. I don't have to do this. Okay, we can cut ourselves off of blue mana to Blood Moon him. I think we're going to start with remanding. Yeah, I think I want the remand for the next turn. The problem is he's going to get a resolve. Well, he's going to get a resolve something. We just have to hope 2 lightning bolts are enough to handle it. I think we're pretty dead here. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get this one. I think we got Troned. The old 10 mana on turn 4. Maybe he'll play something that gets double lightning bolted, and then we can remand into Blood Moon. But maybe not. I guess I'd want him to have like Worm Coil. Okay. That's what he has. And a Solemn. Okay. So... We're going to draw Remand. I think we just have to pass because we have to... I mean, we actually have a path to victory that is not easy for him to beat with our Madcap experiment. He has blue mana in his deck. That's bad for us. Alright, let's remand it. Hopefully he'll just recast it. He's going to condescend us. This is so unfortunate. If I had known he was blue, I could have played this entirely differently. Instead, we're going to die. He even left the door open if we'd had a Spirit Guide. Now we're going to draw a Blood Moon that doesn't do anything. So we can play Snapcaster to block 1. We can play Vendilion Click to block 1, so we're going to do this. Blood Moon doesn't matter yet. We're going to play... I can play Vendilion Click and cycle. No, basically the only way we can win this game is to Snapcaster Serum Visions here. We have a way to win, it's just not looking good, and requires him having basically nothing. But if if our Snapcaster is allowed to block. I guess this doesn't matter, probably. So basically, if our Snapcaster is allowed to block and we take A and go to 2, and then play Madcap, I think I actually could have played a land there. Oh well. It doesn't. I don't think it's going to matter. It comes down to whether or not he has a counterspell or removal spell. Either one of those kills us. But we're not immediately dead. So all hope is not lost. Except we're getting trolled. Yep, okay. Ah, that's so unfortunate. We would have had 12 if I'd bolted this hall last turn and we'd still die. It's just so unlucky. Okay. Because we actually had a legitimate line to victory there if we get a cast Madcap Experiment and then have Packed Up. Alright, well, Tron, huh? Blue Tron, which is different. We do not have a lot of ways to interact with that outside of these Blood Moons in our deck, but we probably only need 2 Angels here. Spell Snares aren't great. They don't hit a ton. They hit Sylvan Strands, which he probably doesn't have. Electrolyze is very bad. I think the Kolaghan's command is good. It can kill Worm Coils. Make him discard. We'll just play one. Or I think we get rid of both Spell Snares. I don't think they do much. Hope that Thirst for Knowledge, Tron land or something into his graveyard, and we can surgically extract it. Is one line here. We were deceptively close to winning that game. Hopefully he doesn't know what we're doing. He didn't see anything that would give away we were about to Madcap Experiment him. We just look like a generic Snapcaster deck, I hope. Although this may be common enough now that he would suspect it, I'm not positive. Not sure how prevalent the Madcap Experiment plan is online, but good news is we already have the Blood Moons in the main deck, so. And we would like to play first. I would not like to keep. I don't think I want to keep this hand. Like no, there's like 3 Platinum Angels in this hand. Yeah, this is better. Not great, but hope the Blood Moon does work. Yeah, last game was unfortunate. I think we were close. There, we'll keep this. Don't think we want the second Pact here. Yeah, we're leaning pretty hard on this Blood Moon in hand, that's for sure. But we're against the right deck to lean on Blood Moon against, so. Alright, well. 2 islands is great. It's actually pretty good for us. The problem is we can't actually do anything with our Blood Moon, with our Kolaghan's commands. We don't have black mana without. But regardless, here comes the Blood Moon. Unfortunately, we can't actually do anything. This is probably going to he's going to fetch, sure, but it's probably going to. He might even just get a basic island here. You know, I imagine this resolves. I can't imagine a world in which it gets interacted with immediately. So the problem for us, the way I see this game, is he can just repeal this when he gets to 4 mana, and then untap with a bunch of Tron mana. Which is exactly, I assume, what he's setting up to do. And we can't really interact. Had we had Madcap Experiment on that turn, we'd be in a great position. Yeah, I bet he finishes Tron here. Plays Tron, passes, repeals our Blood Moon, untaps with Tron mana. At which point we have to Pact of Negation something. But then we can't even replay the Blood Moon. And not looking great for the home team here. Another expedition map, sure. Maybe I guess I should have just surgicaled it. Well, that could be good if we can dig up another island. Great, actually, if we dig up another island. But it could be good because it may ruins. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Not sure where he's got a bunch of mana if he gets rid of the Blood Moon. The real problem he's playing against Tron is that they just have a bunch of mana anyways when you're not able to apply pressure, and our draw was not able to apply pressure. But we can video click here and see what's up. Yeah, that's the secret against Tron is you can't just play Blood Moon and win. You have to kill them, and we have not done a good job at that. See what our opponent is working with. Yep. It's all rather terrifying. Oh my gosh. So he either plays a Mindslaver here, or he plays a Worm Coil, or he plays a Giant Epiphany at the Drown Yard. It's actually a sweet one for Blue Tron, but I think we have to take the Worm Coil, and we're going to be trying to race him. No, he can't actually do much with our hand. Or we can pact the Mindslaver, maybe. Is he going to go with the Solemn? Sure. That's a reasonable play on his part. So the good is we can pact the Mindslaver, not get Mindslavered. We're not getting Worm Coiled. He is just going to fire off a Giant Epiphany. I don't see how we're going to beat it. Unless we draw land for our Cryptic. Not the right land, as it turns out. But the beatdown begins. Could have actually been kind of sweet if it was mana for our Cryptic when he goes for this Giant Epiphany at the Drown Yard. So he's got 8 mana. We have 6 mana. I don't want to get Mindslavered. My getting Mindslavered feels bad. He's probably just going to wait till he has 10. Nope, he's just going to go for it. Well, we will pact it because... I mean, is that... I'm thinking. So, he could play Mindslaver. On our turn, like, we could bolt him. We could surgical the Mindslaver when it's in his yard before he takes our turn. So the only problem then is if our draw step gives him something to Pact of Negation. Like, but if we just drew a non-island, then he would have Pact Island with no targets for Pact and just be able to do nothing with the Mindslaver. But I don't... And even if he were to... Even if he were to hit and say, you know, has a Seer Visions that he packs in negations, we just pay for it on our next turn. He can't recur the Mindslaver. And I think the Epiphany is the bigger problem. Yeah, the Epiphany of the Drown Yard is the bigger problem. I think it's actually correct to let this resolve. I could be completely wrong here, but my thought is we're more likely to... I think we're more likely to be able to sculpt our hand where the Mindslaver doesn't do anything than we are to beat a huge Epiphany at the Drown Yard. I mean, there's a lot of ways it could go wrong, but I'm making the decision here that this is better. There's no need to bolt him. We have plenty of mana. Okay. Guess we just go ahead and play that. So yeah, still lots of ways this could go wrong. If he were to. So I mean, if he can. Yeah, there's a lot of ways this could go wrong. I guess the worst is if he were to have something on the. If he. Oh yeah, this could. Maybe this was real bad. I don't know. I actually don't. There's so many variables here. Hey, if he has a way to bounce that, which he did not show us before, but if he did, and then Mindslaver us, he could just choose to not pay and we'd lose the game. Which is actually kind of unlucky. I mean, it's not hugely unlucky, but given how many cards we were seeing, it was possible that we actually didn't even go to 0 from this. The 4th map, I guess I definitely should have surgicaled these things. But you can see if he Mindslavers us, we bolt him surgical map for, I guess, or surgical the Mindslaver. Yeah, then he untaps with Pact and Cryptic, and he can't do anything with those. That can't be good. Well, we can't Pact anything here. But this can't be good. Playing Fabricated Modern, huh? I like it. I don't know what he gets. Worm Coil, maybe? Sundering Titan. Which he cannot cast. Oh no, we can't pay life we don't have. I should have done this before the experiment. Get on in there, man. Yeah, I messed up here. This became a dead card. Because you can't pay life you don't have, I don't think. Right, here comes the Mindslaver. Yeah, don't have black mana and can't pay life you don't have. We can bolt him, though. Alright, he gets our turn. He can't do anything with it as it currently stands. So he has to draw something to do something with. So, like, if he draws something that he can Pact a Negation, then he can Sundering Titan to destroy our island, and that would feel very, very bad. So here we go. Moment of truth. Oh my gosh, she whiffed. Okay. Mindslaver does nothing. Sundering Titan's going to hurt. And we're not going to be able to interact with it. No, we can just Pact it. Oh no, that does get us because he can Cryptic Pact. Just kidding, JK. I was like, oh, it's a land. That's what we wanted to draw. But no, it was one of the... There's 5 islands in the deck, so it was one of the 3 outs. That was... I don't know. We rolled the dice. We rolled the dice a little bit, but there was no way to not roll the dice there, in my opinion. If that's any non-island land, then he can't do anything. We attack him down to 4. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we would have tapped him down to 4. We would have drawn this lightning bolt and bolted him down to 1. So, unfortunate.